So I am recording this on the Norwich game day because I completely forgot and had quite a lot to deal with in the last week. So sorry that it's coming up quite late, the review of the last game against Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, we'll get ahead with it. Game against Sheffield Wednesday. Now, the main thing I can take from this game is that we still are not the team to have a lot of shots. We're not the team to pressure an opponent. We're the team to get pressured. We're the team that tries not to concede and maybe will score a late goal to win 1-0. We're the team that won't over-attack when we don't need to. We're the team that if it's 0-0, we're not going to throw 4 players forward when we don't need to. We're that kind of team. Now, it's nice to see that we have a defence. It's nice to see that defence is stopping goals. It's nice to see clean sheets in halves. It's nice to see a defence that looks like they know what they're doing. But we are definitely missing a key part of our team, and that key part is a striker. Obviously against Sheffield, Hogan played his first match back in a while. He hadn't been training properly with Villa. He came to us. He's been training, and he came on for, I don't even know, less than 40 minutes, 20 minutes possibly off the bench the game before. So he hasn't had a lot of game time. He still requires time to gel, I guess, back to football and get match fit. So it's difficult to overly judge him on one game, but he did have a couple of chances that he should have put away. Someone else to look at in the team that played well again for me was Ivan Sanchez. I thought Ivan Sanchez was looking really bright on the wings and was certainly a bright spark on a bit of a dodgy day. I didn't think Bella had a brilliant performance, but once again, he did make a couple of runs. He made a couple of nice balls, a couple of nice passes. He was all right, but he wasn't to his full expectations from our fans. We expect more from him than he gave in that match. He does more normally. One of the other people I would like to speak about is it was Etheridge. I planned this all in my head before I spoke about it. It was Etheridge, and simply the man of the match award goes to Etheridge, and he has to win man of the match in my eyes. As the goalkeeper, he made some magnificent saves. He played really well. He put pressure onto the opponents, and in reality, he only conceded a penalty. So, other than the penalty that we can argue until the days are dry again, he played well. He stopped the ball. He did all he could. On the penalty, he very nearly got a hand to it. It was put right in the bottom corner, and he gave it a good go to try and stop it. So I think he definitely wins my man of the match. Outfield, I'd say George Friend played quite well. He looked like another one of the bright sparks in a bad performance. I was quite excited to see the option of Lecco brought off the bench and Riley McGree. Riley McGree being brought off the bench, it's an interesting one as the stepping stone gate, as we're calling it. After he called us the stepping stone in his career, in his interview, a lot of the fans are not leaning away from stepping stone gate and have not yet forgiven the comments and are looking for something special or something big to happen to be able to forgive him. Now, I made a little sarky tweet saying, "Oh, look, stepping stones on the pitch," but I thought he showed some decent touches. He put a few decent passes in. He looked like a player who hadn't quite played anywhere near this level before. Obviously, he's only played in Australia before, I think. And coming with that, you're obviously going to have the nerves. He's going to have even more nerves because of Stepping Stone Gate. He's worried that if he doesn't perform on the pitch, he'll get abuse and stuff like that online, because he did. There was comments made online which won't help a player develop, really. But with him, I feel like it's going to be a bit more of a long waiting haul to see his full potential on loan. You might see a couple more a couple more games before you see his full maximum potential. I feel like he needs to get into the game. He needs to get into the way we play, the style we play, the performances we do. And all that. Lecco, I thought looked very good. He still has his full potential with his pace. He was running past the defenders. He had them every time. He got past them. He spanned them a couple of times. Put the ball through to other players. I thought he played really well and was another brighter spark. And it was nice to see one of our new signings performing well, and one of our younger new signings performing well. But yeah, other than that, it's difficult to pick up on much that went well. Crowley once again had one of those games that he just didn't look at the show. It wasn't look at the races. In midfield, I thought we were desperate for Ivan Sunyic. We looked desperate for him, and he was on the bench, and Gardner was playing. Gardner just did not work at all alongside Clayton. Clayton still did what he did, but he needed to do more because Gardner wasn't performing to his full potential, and wasn't doing the jobs that would normally be done. So that's one of the issues. So obviously now we're on to the game against Norwich. In the game against Norwich, do I expect much? I would take a draw if you offered it now. 0-0 or 1-1 draw would do me. That's what I would predict is a 1-1 draw. I could see a goal for both teams. That's about all I can say. So, put your predictions down below. Your thoughts on the last game down below. Keep right on to the Norwich game. Hopefully we can get 3 points, if not a point. Keep right on.